Sorry folks, but this is what the ideal Crown Vic looks like. You may not like it, but this is peak P71 right here. I'm just kidding. No need to get butthurt. So the car behind me is actually a former Decatur County Sheriff's Office Crown Victoria P71. And this car's sole purpose, its only existence, was to transport federal prisoners. Now, before I tell you guys what my plan is for this car, why I specifically bought an all-black, fully decked out Crown Victoria, before I fill you guys in all my plans, first I want to go over some of the cool goodies that this car came with. Goodies that you normally don't see on your everyday run-of-the-mill P71. As most apartments usually end up fully stripping out most of the police equipment before sending these cars out for auction. Now, one thing that's severely bothering me, and it's because of my OCD, it's the fact that this car is dirty as hell. No matter how much I try to keep this thing clean, there's no way to keep a black car clean. And on top of that, the cheap ass paint that they use to repaint these old P71s, forget about it. Nothing you do is going to keep it clean. So keep that in mind, guys. I know it bothers me just as much as it's going to bother a couple people just to see this thing dusty as hell, full of cat prints and stuff like that. This stuff is like ingrained into the DNA of this black paint. Unfortunately, it's not coming off. All right, and with that quick disclaimer out of the way, let's get right into some of the cool little things this car actually came with that you normally really don't see any other P71s coming with. We're gonna start with the first thing, and at a glance, it's not gonna be noticeable, but then you're gonna come in here, and look at that. Bring you guys in a little bit more. Look at these OG red and blue grill lights that actually came with the car. Now, obviously this stuff is not hooked up, and I'll kind of cover what the plan is for the car and why it has to look this way. But as you can see, if you kind of look into the grill, it has that stealth factor. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can see the red and the blues, and they're the OG like square type of lights. They're not LEDs. I haven't tried even hooking them up or seeing what the flashing pattern is like or any of that, but that was the first thing I noticed that this car came with, is those hideaway red and blues in the grill. Now, this next little bit of hidden secrecy that usually comes with a lot of old cop cars that a lot of people don't notice. Don't mind the mess in the back, but there it is. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, you might want to check your old cop cars, because this one still comes with the hidden prisoner microphone in the back. And pro tip, if you're ever in the back of one of these cars, whether old or modern, you might want to watch what you say, because you're always being listened to in the back. Yeah, still has the old microphone still installed. And while we are in the rear of the car, this car also came with an extra rare triple rear mounted red and blue rear strobe lights. Now, for all the actual P71 enthusiasts, the ones that like to build these cars up to spec, to how they used to be back out when they were patrolling the mean streets, you guys know these this trio right here. This set is very hard to come by. The car already came with it. Let me show you guys what it looks like from the outside. Like I said, I really haven't tested these things out. I haven't even seen if they actually light up or not, but it does come with the holy trinity. As you guys can see, red and blues in the back, obviously not hooked up. God damn, bro. Red and blues in the back, obviously not hooked up, but yeah, that's another little nice little goodie that this P71 came with. Now, this next feature I haven't seen in any other Crown Vic, but let me show you guys. So we all know that for the most part, these cars came with no rear locks. You really can't open the back door for obvious reasons, especially a federal prisoner transport car, right? But there's a hidden secret way to actually open this car. Let me show you guys. First, you got to come over here. You got to hit the unlock button, either on the driver's side or on the passenger side. Then you're going to come back here, and there's a little hidden knob right here. You can either push it in to lock the door, you pull it out, and now your door unlocked. Now another thing this particular car came with that I think is freaking awesome is not only does it include all the hardwire, all the modules, all the control boxes for every single light. Everything has been labeled, as you guys can see. Everything is still there. Look at the wiring, look at the hardware, people. I know a select group of guys are getting a boner right now just seeing some of the stuff, but here's one of the cool things that's also another rare thing that you don't get with every run-of-the-mill P71 you buy off of Marketplace. It has a, oh, what? The flex cuffs are still in this thing, dude. Oh my god, it has a slide out actual tray where all the hardware for the wiring and all that other stuff is at. Actually slides in and out, and it locks in place. Also, while we're in the trunk area, we have these very nice heavy duty storage boxes, one on the left, one on the right, for your flares, first aid kits, whatever kind of tools, police tape, anything like that that you might actually need. But it gets better. It also comes with a trunk pack, but not just any trunk pack. This is the real deal, folks. This is the actual Ford Kevlar police trunk pack. This is the legendary, infamous trunk pack that all the enthusiasts are after, because these were also known to lessen the brunt, the force of a rear end impact. A lot of departments, remember, some of these Crown Vics used to catch on fire, fuel tanks used to explode when experiencing a rear end collision, and Ford made this super heavy duty freaking Kevlar trunk pack that also mitigated some of that damage. It compressed. This thing is super durable. It's another thing that this car happened to come with. Now back on the exterior, the car did come with some miscellaneous equipment, such as these pucks. That rear, what I'm guessing is a CB antenna. There's another puck on the other side. They got some low jacks. We got mirror caps with strobes on the left and on the right. But on the actual interior, that's where the stuff gets even better. Let's go inside the car. Let me show you guys real quick. So another thing this car came with is an actual fully working, I'm talking about in every possible way, fully working dash cam system. There's the actual dash cam. Get you guys a better look at that. It's an L3 communications, I believe, with the actual screen. You can see what it's recording. You can control it from here. And it actually gives you live GPS coordinates. It gives you your latitude and longitude live. So if you ever do get lost, or for whatever, or for what we actually intend to use this car for, it's going to be nice to know where the hell you're at any given point. We'll check out this center console here as well. The controls for the dash cam. It looks like is the GE radio. It still works. And of course we have a Federal Signal control box. Like I said, this stuff isn't connected. Nothing that actually controls the lights or strobes or anything is connected. And I'll tell you guys in just a second, just hang on. But yeah, that's another thing that this bad boy featured. Not to mention, it actually still has the ID reader installed as well. Now there is a very specific reason this car looks the way it does. Well, that's because sometime this year I will be attempting a cannonball run with this very car. So what exactly is a cannonball run? Well, to put it simply, it's a cross-country, unsanctioned speed record for driving across the United States. Drive includes driving from New York to Los Angeles non-stop. Now, when I say non-stop, I mean no breaks, no sleeping, no resting. The only stops we'll be doing are going to be for refueling purposes only. The goal when doing a cannonball run is to be as stealthy as possible. You want a car that cars will move out of the way from, and that any cop that sees it will second guess themselves before pulling it over. So with that being said, I'd like you guys to meet La Sombra Negra, aka the Black Shadow. I'll have an entire build series that will cover all the gear and equipment this car will need to accomplish a feat that only one other Crown Vic has been able to accomplish. New York to Los Angeles, non-stop, continuous trip. Keep an eye out for the videos. It's gonna get good, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, it's your boy, Mr. Random. Catch you guys on the next one. Baby, lower my shirt from the back so not everybody can see my butt crack.